I took care of her a lot since the two were busy working. Jihan had taken care of Yoon Sea since she was a baby, which was why she was important to him. But in my previous life, I wasn't able to protect her. What happened to Sea in his previous life was horrible, he didn't even want to remember it. I won't let something like that happen again. Jihan reaffirmed his will while looking at Sea. Uncle? Why do you have such a serious expression? It's nothing. You did well, but what happened with the camp? Yoon Sea smiled bitterly at Jihan's question. The teacher sent me home first due to what happened yesterday. The press conference? Yes. Dad called me before the conference. What did he say? He said that he'd fallen in love. He'd fallen in love. Jihan ground his teeth. How could he say something like that to his only daughter? Was that all? He said he's sorry, that he won't ask me to understand him, and that he can't take me with him. Bang! Jihan's fist crushed Sae-jin's face and passed through the wall. You couldn't even use half of the strength you could use inside the BattleNet games in the real world, but the power that 12 points of martial power gave you was impressive. Sae's eyes widened. Huh? Uncle? When did you get so strong? I'm sorry. I was so angry that I couldn't hold back. Please, continue. He said he would leave everything he owns in Korea to me as an inheritance and asked me to live well with you, uncle. That piece of trash. Everything he owned? Sae-jin had sold most of his things before going to Japan. The rumor that Sae-jin was going abroad started spreading after he started liquidating things, including his shares in the guild, among others. The only thing he hadn't sold was the building where Yoon Sea lived, the Sword Palace. But this building was also eventually confiscated by the government. The government hadn't taken much action on the building he'd left in Korea as a means to try convincing him to return, but when Sae-jin represented Japan mercilessly trampled over Korea, public opinion turned against him. Our country came last in the East Asian League because of that bastard. He's a modern-day Lee Won-young. What? He's worse than him. He betrayed his country because of a woman. Then, the anger against him turned toward his family left in Korea. Why did he leave his daughter in Korea? That's also suspicious. The Sword Palace. Didn't taxes pay for that? The building should be confiscated.